Today, I'd like to talk about Chime Mode on a Vista 20p alarm panel. Our final goal here is to disable the chime on a specific keypad. Here's why you would want to do that. Different keypads have different types of chimes.
Fault door.
Now, I don't know about you, but I found that last chime from the 6150 was as pleasant as fingernails down a chalkboard. Luckily, we can turn this keypad beeping off and leave this keypad chime on.
Fault door.
Before pressing on, just in case someone watching this isn't familiar with Chime Mode, let me quickly review it. The Vista is always monitoring its sensors, even when you don't have the alarm turned on. So, to make the system more user-friendly, anytime an entry or exit zone or a perimeter zone is faulted and Chime Mode is turned on, the Vista will notify you of that, as you heard at the beginning of this video. This is not actually activating an alarm. It's for information purposes only. In addition to being very useful for monitoring your doors and windows, you can do what I did. I have sensors mounted on the gates going to my backyard. So if I'm home, even though I can't see the gates, the Vista will notify me if someone opens them. This could be extremely useful in notifying you that someone just entered your gated swimming pool area. You know, safety first. Okay, let's turn on Chime Mode. This is the way your keypad works. If you take a close look at it, you notice right next to each number is a word. We want to activate the word chime. To do this, enter your user PIN number, which is the same one you use to deactivate the alarm. Let's say my code is 1234. After the code is entered, as far as the control panel is concerned, the numbers just disappeared. Now you have a bunch of buttons with words written on them. Each word will tell the control panel to do something different. In this case, we push the button labeled chime. If you can't read the small print because you don't have your reading glasses on, it's the number 9 button. Alright, let's do a hands-on. Enter your PIN number, 1234, then the 9 button. Notice your display upper right-hand corner now has the word chime showing. If you have a fixed word display control panel like the 6150, it will still show chime, it'll just look a little different. To disable Chime Mode, repeat the process. Enter your PIN number and press the number 9 button. You notice the word chime disappears off your display. Okay, let's get back to disabling the 5150 keypad chime. Let's look inside the programming guide for the Vista 20. The programming field we're interested in modifying is the keypad options. The maximum number of keypads is 8, and they're all listed here, except for keypad number 1. The reason for not listing it? The first keypad is reserved for programming the Vista, so you're not allowed to change anything about it. Traditionally, keypad 1 will be a 6160 alphanumeric keypad. Each keypad is assigned an address, so you'll have to know the address of the keypad that you wish to change the programming on. For a refresher course on addressing, please click on the link above for my video explaining addressing. And on the left-hand side is a list of the programming fields that you'll be modifying for each keypad. Now, the 6150 RF keypad that I want to disable was the second keypad I installed, so it will be address 17, and the field I'll modify is 190. I'm required to make 2 different entries into this field. The first is what partition is the keypad in. Valid entries are the numbers 0 through 3. 0 will completely disable the keypad. 1 is partition 1, 2 is partition 2, and 3 means common, which essentially means it's in both partition 1 and 2. Normally you would use this for things like hallways and more advanced setups. Most home alarm systems only have one partition, and it's normally partition 1. So our first entry is 1. Our second entry will be sound. How do we want to change the noises that this keypad will make? Valid entries are 0 through 3. 0 is no suppression. This means that any sound that keypad is capable of making, it will make. 1 means suppress arm, disarm, and entry-exit beeps. Most likely you'd use this on a keypad that's not next to an entry-exit door, like maybe the keypad you have in your master bedroom. 2. Suppress chime beeps only. This is actually the entry we're looking for. Your keypad will make no noise during Chime Mode, but you still get arm, disarm, and entry-exit beeps. And finally, 3. Suppress arm, disarm, entry, exit, and chime beeps. In layman's term, tells the keypads just to shut up. So our second data entry number will be a 2. Now that we know how to change our keypad field, we're missing 2 pieces of information. How do you get into program mode, and how do you get out of it? This information is found in this table in the front of your programming guide. To enter program mode, you're going to enter the numbers 4112-800. Make sure the alarm system is not armed when you do this. If someone else installed your alarm, They may have locked this code out so you can't use it. A possible workaround is remove power from your panel, both AC and battery, then power it up again. Within 20 seconds of it powering up, press and hold the asterisk and the pound key at the same time. If this method doesn't work, then the alarm company that installed your system will have to give you access to programming. And finally, how do we get out of programming mode? You'll want to enable field 99. That's it. Let's get rid of all the extra words. At your keypad, enter 4112800. Then you'll enter asterisk 1901 and then 2. Finish up with asterisk 99. After your Vista resets itself, the keypad at address 17 will no longer chime. First, we'll enter program mode. You know you've done this correctly when it says installer code with the number 20 down in the lower right corner. Enter asterisk 190. The display is saying you selected keypad address number 17. The 190 at the bottom right is the field you're currently programming. Enter the number 1 for partition 1. The display lower right's telling you entered 1. Select 2 to turn off chime. The display momentarily showed the number 2, then you got 2 bings. This means you're done programming address 17. Now it's asking, do you want to program address 18? The answer is no. Exit programming mode by pressing asterisk 99. The panel resets. I'm pressing the pound button to turn on the backlighting. When you entered programming mode, chime was automatically turned off, so I'm turning it back on by entering my PIN and the number 9. And that's it. We're done. Before I leave, let me leave you with one more tidbit of information. We just talked about programming the 8 standard keypads on a Vista. This is what a standard keypad looks like. This keypad, however, is not standard. It's referred to as an Advanced User Interface, or AUI. It's controlled by programming field 189. The only thing that field does is enable the keypad and determine what partition it's in. If you want to change the sound in this unit, you have to go through the keypad software. It's all done internally. Thanks for watching.